Hey, what is up, fam? Welcome back to my channel. First video of 2019. I am so excited to get back on track. There's so many things that I have planned for the year, and I know that a lot of people are kind of afraid of setting goals and, New Year's resolutions. I think it's almost like an internet meme. I mean, people are just always hating on other people that are setting New Year's resolutions. I have been one of those people that gets annoyed at the gym when all of a sudden it fills up with people, but I do understand that people want to make changes in their lives, and I understand that the new year is kind of like a way for people to hit the restart button and start fresh, and it's kind of exciting for a lot of people, and it's easy to get discouraged and let that new year excitement fade away. So what I really wanted to talk to you guys is how I am planning on avoiding that, because I am one of those people that have definitely set goals that I thought were realistic at the beginning of the year, and not even a couple months into the year, those things are already forgotten. So I'm going to kind of share with you guys my list of things and how I plan on breaking it down so that I make sure that I actually follow through with my goals. So here we go. Let me get my notepad out. Everyone needs one of these handy dandy notebook. Alright, so my goals for 2019 are as follows. Number 1, get a placement in a movie, TV show, or commercial. What does this mean? This means that one of my songs gets used for one of those 3 things and I make money off of it. Goal number 2, post 1 video a week for the entire year of 2019. That means that at the end of this year I will have at least 52 videos posted on my channel. Number 3, write, produce, and release an original worship album for my church. Number 4, write, produce, and release an original EP for myself. Number 5, make enough money to allow for JC to stay home with our baby. Number 6, cross 10,000 subs on my YouTube channel. And last but not least, number 7, get healthier. Alright, so now that you guys have seen what my goals for 2019 are, I'm going to break them down and show you guys how I plan on keeping myself accountable to make sure that at the end of 2019 I don't feel like I did at the end of 2018, looking back on my goals and realizing that I didn't meet any of my expectations. So first one, let's break it down. Get a placement in a movie, TV show, or commercial. What does that mean? Essentially, that means that I am giving myself enough opportunities to be able to get my music on one of those 3 things, a movie, TV show, or commercial. I have some connections already. I have a couple of songs that are signed to a publishing library. That same publishing library is open to more opportunities for me to submit songs. But more importantly, I need to write songs and make sure that I'm giving myself as many opportunities as possible so that I can achieve this in 2019. So, in order for me to achieve this, my goal is to write and produce at least 1 original song for an opportunity every single month. That means that at the end of 2019, I will have had 12 songs that are original, that I have written either by myself or with my friend T, and have gotten produced and have gotten submitted for one of these opportunities. Goal number 2, let's break that down. 1 video a week for the entire year, 52 videos total. Obviously I've taken a few weeks off here to start the year, so I'm already behind basically 2 videos, but I'm counting on the fact that I'm going to have a couple of kind of spurts of daily vlogging and whatnot, especially when this baby comes. I know you guys are very interested in seeing that whole process. I'm going to make a video series on the gender reveal and all kinds of good stuff. So in order for me to keep myself accountable for that, I am going to check myself back every month, once a month, and make sure that I am on track by saying, okay, this month, do I have 4 videos? No. The next month, I need to shoot to catch up. You know what I mean? At the very least, I need to shoot to make sure that I have the 4 videos every single month, rain or shine. right? That's the way to hold myself accountable and make sure that at the end of the year I have the 52 videos that I have set for myself as a goal. Number 3, write, produce, and release an original worship album. So we already wrote one of our original songs. It's completely done, and I actually have a night of worship coming up January 26th, which I'm very excited about. But we are actually going to record our very first original single at that night of worship. So that's already in motion, but I need to make sure, in order to keep myself accountable, that at the very least writing a song, making sure that every month there's at least one song that's written, completely ready to go and ready. Sorry, what was that? I don't even know what that was. That's completely written and ready to record, okay? Number 4, write, produce, and release an original EP. That kind of goes hand in hand with number 1, which is get a placement in a movie, TV show, or commercial. I will have enough original music from that goal to be able to actually put together an EP, and it'll be kind of a compilation of the best things that I am writing right now, and I may throw in something that I've written in the past, but I have wanted to release some original music for some time, and more importantly, I've had a bunch of friends and family and fans and people that have heard our music over the years say, hey, where can I hear this music? And I've never been able to say it's right here. So that's a big goal for 2019, and in order for me to do that, I need to stay on top of number 1 and make sure that I'm writing new music every single month. Where are we at? Number 5. This is a big one. Make enough money to allow JC to stay home with the baby. The baby's due the first week of July. Obviously, we don't know whether the baby's gonna be early or late, but in order for me to do that, there's a number, and I'm not going to share that because that's personal between, me and my family, but there's a certain number that I need to be saving every single month in order for me to say, okay, JC, you have enough money to be able to stay home with the baby. And essentially, that's going to be broken down to a pay period. So every pay period, I'm just going to make sure that we have enough money to be able to put away, and we're going to review it once a month to make sure that we're on track to hit that. Cross 10,000 subs. That's the next one. Now, I had a goal to cross that last year. I didn't even cross 1,000 subs, and I'm sitting at about 950 or something like that. So we're really, really close to that 1,000 sub mark, which I'm really excited about, because I feel like that's the hardest mark to hit. And I really want to thank you guys who have been with me thus far. There's a few people, you know who you are, that have been ultra supportive and just like always in the comment section, always being encouraging. I really, really appreciate you guys. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. And I'm really excited to cross that 10,000 sub mark this year. Now, in order to do that, the first goal is obviously hit 1,000. Since I've never done this, I don't really know exactly how to keep myself accountable for the progress. All I know is that if we have consistent growth, if I'm consistently putting out good content, which I plan on doing, and I'm, making sure that I call people to action to make sure that, hey, if you're watching this or you enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. I think that the results will kind of speak for themselves at the end of the year. So I'm not really entirely sure how to keep myself accountable to keep on track with that one, but I'm taking the action that I believe is necessary, and I'm hoping that that's enough to get there. So last but not least, get healthier. And it's a really big one for me. There have been several moments in my life where I've felt like, man, I'm in great shape. And then there's been a lot of moments like right now where I feel very overweight and just not having good energy and getting sick and all that stuff. So actually my boy Sed decided to help me out, and we decided to kind of start a plan together. And in order for me to keep myself accountable, I'm going to be kind of taking progress reports on myself every month. And more importantly, I have a couple buddies that are doing this plan with me in order to kind of help encourage each other. Now, I haven't done great. I've done it. This is my second week that I'm going on right now, and I've already had a couple of kind of slip-ups. But unlike things in the past, I'm not going to let a slip-up throw me off track, because that's the hardest thing for me. Like, the hardest thing for me with my health is I'm a sweet tooth, so not eating carbs or sugars is a really, really hard thing for me to do. But the hardest part for me is like slipping up and then feeling guilty about it and then being like, you know what, screw it, I already slipped up, I'll just keep going and just kind of like making a downward spiral towards getting back to my severely unhealthy nutrition. So anyways, pretty much the moral of this video is, if you have goals, make sure, number one, that you write them down. Number two, make sure that you tell somebody about it so that you can hold yourself accountable. I'm telling a lot of people what my goals are for 2019 so that I can keep myself accountable. We can look back at this video and say, okay, check, check, not check, check, check. And the third thing I will say is, make sure that you're breaking down your year goals into bite-sized goals. So break them down into monthly goals, break those monthly goals down into weekly goals, and if you can get down into the daily and hourly goals, even better, because it's way easier to like keep track of what you're doing daily and making sure that you're on track daily or weekly, versus checking, saying that you want to lose 20 pounds in 2019 and not having any check marks or benchmarks along the way, and then 2019 passing, and then you'll be like, oh crap, I gained 20 pounds instead of losing 20 pounds. So make sure that you have benchmarks along the way, stuff that you can hold yourself accountable to. And then the last thing I'll say is, goals are meant to stretch you, but don't do something that's going to stretch you so far that you feel like it's impossible. I don't know if you guys experience things the same way I do. I get overwhelmed easily by kind of anything that's big that feels like it's hard to accomplish, and it's easy for me to get distracted whenever that happens. So make sure that you stretch yourself, but not too far to where you can't achieve the goals. And then also, if you do slip up, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure that you get back on the horse, get back on track, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, keep going. And just remember all of the things that you've set out to accomplish, so that at the end of 2019, we can all look back and say, dang, that was really productive. I'm really, really happy with the progress I made in my life. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much. I know it's kind of a different video. I know it might not be super exciting, but I did want to share it with you guys because I feel like like I said, there's so many people that have like this negative stigma when it comes to New Year's resolutions or setting goals for yourself in the new year. So yeah, those are my goals for the year. I share with you guys how I'm going to accomplish them. I hope you guys will adopt this plan in your lives right now. If you haven't set goals, or you were too afraid to because people were judging or whatever like that, don't even worry about people. People are going to hate regardless. Just set goals now. It's still January, like mid-January. There's still plenty of 2019 left. And if you don't set the goals now, you're going to blink and 2019 is going to be gone, and you're not going to make the progress in your life that you wanted to make. So that's all I have. Thank you again for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.